Layoffs are real, and the headlines are alarming. It is completely understandable that people are worried about their livelihoods as AI enters the workplace. Much of this anxiety stems from the zero-sum narrative of labor, that digital advancement requires a human worker's exit. Yet, in sectors like healthcare and education, AI is deployed because leaders face massive, unfillable human labor shortages. This contradiction challenges the standard fear. It reveals that the technology is often moving into spaces where there aren't enough people to do the work in the first place. To understand this economic impact, we must stop viewing jobs as static lists of tasks and start looking at the interconnected workflow. Every system has a bottleneck, the slowest constraint dictating progress. Historically, this was human production time. AI doesn't just automate tasks, it shifts where this bottleneck sits. When removed, the entire downstream system reconfigures. In healthcare, we see AI agents extending the reach of clinicians to patients who currently fall through the cracks because there aren't enough nurses to monitor them. In education, personalized AI tutors are delivering instruction to students in remote areas where great teachers are incredibly scarce. Small businesses are using end-to-end AI bookkeeping to gain the financial intelligence of a Fortune 500 company without the capital to hire a full accounting department. For a local bakery, removing the burden of midnight expense categorization allows the owner to focus on growth. This is an expansion of capability through technology. In these specific sectors, the technology is stepping in to perform critical functions where we simply lack the human labor to meet demand. History suggests that solving a scarcity at scale tends to create more economic activity than it displaces. The printing press automated the production of books, but it didn't reduce the number of writers, it exploded the market for literature. The internet drastically lowered the cost of communication, which ultimately led to the creation of more businesses than existed in the pre-digital era. Roles won't stay the same. As routine tasks are automated, people must evolve. The accountant becomes a strategic advisor. The radiologist shifts to complex cases. Software engineers spend less time on boilerplate code and more time designing system architecture. When the foundational tasks of a job are handled by machines, the human worker is pushed to operate at a higher level of complexity and judgment. We are approaching a point where the cost of production, writing code, generating content, or producing analysis, has effectively dropped to zero. Production is no longer the bottleneck holding back human progress. When generation is instant and infinite, the constraint moves elsewhere. The new bottleneck is validation. When a machine produces thousands of lines of code or complex data instantly, the most critical question is whether that output is safe, correct, and trustworthy. As the cost of creation disappears, the most valuable skill in the economy becomes the ability to provide expert judgment and verify accuracy. The hardest part of this shift isn't the technology, but the transition itself. Information asymmetry makes it difficult for the right person to find the right new opportunity at the right time. As roles become more fluid, matching networks like LinkedIn become more essential to help workers navigate these evolving career paths. Managing this human transition and connecting talent to newly evolved roles is the primary challenge of the coming decade. The future is an alliance. AI manages the infinite scale of production, leaving the professionals who master the art of validation to provide the final, vital human judgment.